Look at me. I haven't even started the video and I've got a massive smile on my face. I just wanted to do my Slimming World update video. Obviously, I do an update video every week, usually on a Sunday, giving people, um, the result of what's happened. And obviously, I go to Slimming World every Friday, and I did Slimming. I've been going to Slimming World even while I was on Manjaro, and obviously, that the story is I'm not on Manjaro anymore. But I went for my weigh-in tonight, and I've lost 5 pound, and I'm absolutely over the moon. Like 5 pound. Um, that's the most I've lost in a week. And this isn't me having a dig at anything to do with Manjaro. This is me having a dig at myself more than anything else. When I say this, I knew I could always lose weight on Slimming World, and I know it's only 1 week, and but I know that if I stick to what I've done this week, I can lose a lot more weight. And like I say, I will never sit here and badmouth Manjaro. But if I continue like this, there's definitely no way that I would ever go back on that sort of thing. Um, and I know that this week could just be a fluke, blah blah blah. But what I mean is I know this week I put the work in. We did the video on Saturday, on Sunday with Kath, and we showed you our meal plan for the week. We've literally stuck to that meal plan like glue. You know, um, working 2 jobs, working them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Obviously, as I've said, I basically start when I'm not in the office and I'm working from home. I start at 8 o'clock in the morning, my first job, and then I'll finish that around about 5ish. I'll do 5 till 10 for my other job. So, as I've said to you in my walking video of the day, I found it a struggle doing the exercise, but because we've had that plan in terms of food, Catherine does the second job also from home, the same as me. So we obviously do it. So we have our dinner, we're tea at about 7:30, and it's just because we've had that like regimented plan in my head. There's been an idea already about what I'm going to have to eat. Like obviously, as I mentioned as well, I always stay at my parents on a Thursday night when I'm in the office Thursday, Friday. And last night, my mum made enchiladas, and it's all like made from scratch. That's obviously what my mum does when she makes t-shirts. Everything's from scratch. But she made the enchiladas with like protein wraps. Now, the protein wraps, because I'd already had toast that day for my healthy extras, I just sinned it in everything I've had. I've sinned, and I've used the Slimming World app, and I've put all of the sins on the app, and I've really tried to monitor everything. And I think that's it's just it's not like I've sat here and haven't had like a treat or anything. Like me and Catherine shared like a bar of dairy milk. 4.5 cents for 3 blocks, and you know what I mean. The other night, and that just takes the edge off when you're just fancying something a bit sweet. I'm feeling full. Um, Obviously, the Manjaro is no longer in my system. I've got nothing like that in my system, so that's not blocking it's not blocking like appetite or anything. So I'm getting the full force of everything coming back, and I'm really managing it. As I said to you, obviously on my video on Sunday, I'm not usually a eat loads of fruit kind of person. I do love fruit, but I just call me lazy. I just can't be bothered to bite into an apple, and you know what I mean. I'd rather just cut it up and have like a bit of a fruit salad. Um, and I've been having more fruit when the hunger does come in, and utilizing my snacks properly, and when we're having, I'm having good breakfasts, I'm having good lunches and good teas that are already planned. And and me and Catherine said today before we went to class was like, all we're needing is a boost, like a loss, just to prove that we could do it without the Manjaro. And as I say, we only made that decision not to stick on Manjaro purely from a financial standpoint this month because we knew we had a holiday. And the chances of me having £160 spare, Catherine having £160 spare after we've been on holiday in the middle of the month was going, so that's why we made that decision. And if we can have another week like this week, really the decision's made, and we're not going to go on it. But it's a weight loss journey, and that's why I keep saying to people on this channel, please, please, please stick with me. You know what I mean? And I don't want people who watch this channel because I was Manjaro and things like that. I don't want them to switch off because at the end of the day, we're all here for people's weight loss journeys. We're here for to hear people's stories and be get inspiration ultimately. And I'm inspired by everybody. Everyone's comments. Everyone's so lovely. And if there is some comments on there where people don't agree with what I'm doing, I still appreciate those comments. At least give me the opportunity to explain what my mindset is and things like that. And everyone's always been so supportive. So what I'm trying to say is yes, it's probably 100% likely at this moment in time that I'm not going to go back on Manjaro, but please stick with me. This weight loss journey is just getting going, and if I could really continue as I am and feel the benefits as I have. I knew I'd lost weight. I got in today from the office and I just said to Kath, says this t-shirt which I wore on the last night of the holiday, it was fitting better. Do you know what I mean? I just feel so much better in myself even after 1 week on it, just knowing that I've done it myself, like on a proper diet. And it's honestly, Catherine was fantastic as well. She's lost 3.5 pounds this week, so 8.5 pound between we can do it. We're gonna smash, you know, we're gonna smash it like it owes with money. I hope everybody's had a great week. I hope everybody is going to have a fantastic, long, and well-deserved rest at this bank holiday weekend. I think we all need one. As I've mentioned, we're going to the races tomorrow. I might do a little cheeky vlog on that if anyone's interested to watch that. Just because I'll get my whole family in. Well, my whole family, my mum and dad are coming down, and obviously me, Catherine and Eleanor are going as well. So might be a couple of little videos from that. So keep an eye on that. But we will be back on Sunday, and we will be doing another meal prep video, which we're hoping to do every Sunday. Last week was the first time we've done it. It's hopefully not going to be as long as it was last time. But thanks very much for watching. As always, I'm so appreciative of your comments. Please keep them coming. And please let me know in those comments down below how much you've lost this week and how we're feeling. And again, I'll speak to you later.